Podcast number 18, and we're standing up just like the last one. You guys heard me in the last podcast. I gotta start standing up more. It's more engaging, and standing's good for you. I already sit down a lot of the day, as I said in the last podcast. I'm not trying to have bad posture. Imagine I started walking around like this. I feel like I already don't really have great neck posture. I need like a deep tissue massage in the back of my neck right now. Oh my god, even doing that feels good. My whole neck is tingling. Just got back from a long day at work. I feel like I say this in every podcast now because the time that I film my podcast is usually after work whenever I'm back at my place. So you guys are probably pretty used to hearing that. But yeah, I just got back from work. It was a pretty long day, but decently productive day, not too bad. Definitely better than yesterday. Yesterday I just got no action at all at work and it took forever. The day was literally moving by like a damn turtle. Today, definitely better than yesterday, so that's a plus. Maybe I should start saying pluses in these. I just recently started journaling. Let me show you. Here's my journal right here. You guys wanna see what's inside? Just kidding. You guys don't get to see that. Maybe someday I'll show it. I've only heard positive things about journaling. I feel like well, not everybody, but a large sum of super successful people, I feel like jot down their thoughts and write down what they envision every single day. So you guys probably saw that in the last vlog this past Monday. Did a little morning routine video because that's a trend right now. Low-key was just a day in the life, but the title and thumbnail kind of fit the theme of those morning routine videos. They're super extra, and I guess mine's low-key extra. I'm just doing what I can do to be the most productive. So clown me all you want. Wake up every day, literally as soon as I wake up, turn over, write a page, super quick, just what's on my mind, and then go from there. In regards to planning out my days, I have a notes tab in my phone, literally just in the notes app. I'll show you guys. I just make a checklist of everything that I need to get done in the day. So yeah, that's all right there. I try and get every single thing checked off every day. And I feel like it's good accountability as well, because you can see it on paper. You're not just thinking, okay, what else do I have to do? You actually write out everything that you have to do on here. Then you make everything check boxes, and so once you finish something, boom, check it off. Now you see what else you have to do for the day. Don't gotta waste time thinking about what you have to do. So highly recommend doing that, and this is with you everywhere. You're questioning what you should be doing to stay productive, boom, pull out your phone. There you go. As you guys can see, I'm doing pretty well for the day so far. Got a lot of boxes checked off. One that I still need to check off though is filming this podcast. So we're ripping that out right now. The title of the podcast, Everyday Thoughts of a 20-Year-Old. A lot of people are gonna relate to this. So I just wrote down some thoughts that literally go through my mind pretty much every day, at least to some extent. Some days, some of them are more heavy than others. But the first one is pretty much on my mind all day, every day. I literally don't think I ever stop thinking about this, even when I'm with my friends, even when I'm with my cat. Literally whoever I'm with, it's always on my mind, and that is, how am I gonna make money? Obviously there's a bunch of ways to make money. It's not oh, how am I gonna make money, but how am I gonna make real money to the point where it's going steps towards financially where I would love to be at. So that's always on my mind, literally every day, all day. I guess that's why I work so much, just because I try and get as much as I can done in a day so that I can get to that position quicker. Dude, I freaking was boxing this morning. I was punching this punching bag, right? I freaking tore the skin off of my middle finger right on my knuckle, and it hurts so bad, it stings. It literally feels like my knuckle's on fire right now. But yeah, that's number one. Number two, where am I gonna invest my money so that in the future I can just have that building for me? Where am I gonna have assets, Obviously, you can buy courses, you can pay for mentorships, you can do so many different things to figure out how to invest. You can go on freaking YouTube and look it up. It's really that simple. But one thing with me that I found is I hate not knowing what's happening in the future. I hate it. I think one of the most stressful times of my life was whenever I decided that I wasn't gonna play baseball in college and I didn't know where I was gonna go to college or move. And I had a 3-month span to figure that out, and then I ended up moving across the country, which was insane. Or I remember going into my senior year of baseball thinking I was gonna play college baseball. I went to a bunch of showcases, but I didn't have any offers from them, the ones that I went to. I had a couple of different coaches talking to me from different schools, but none of the ones I really wanted to go to. And every day you're just thinking, I just want to know where I'm gonna be at, especially with something as big as that. You don't even know where you're gonna be living in the next year. Bruh. Right now I'm trying to figure out how to invest my money so that whenever I start getting more sums of money, I can actually invest it, and it's not just sitting in my bank account getting taxed and reducing value over the years. I just want to know what asset I need to start diving into, because I obviously need to do one of them. So that's always on my mind as well, but that's something that'll be more temporary probably. I just wish that I had a crystal ball of where my life is heading, even just the direction. I don't need to know everything that happens along the lines. Obviously that would make life boring as hell, but I don't even know what 6 months from now could look like. So I just wish I could know. It drives me crazy. I think about it all the time. So that's what number 2 is. Number 3, which business type should I dive into? which, okay, I guess the first three are all about money. So if you guys can't tell, I think about money all the time because I want to have a lot of it. And what you think about is what you get out of life. So yeah, number three, like what business should I dive into? Because there's so many different business models out there, and this is the dumbest thing ever. A lot of people shouldn't just like try and figure out what's the best in the moment because there's not even such thing as that. Every business model has opportunity. If there's clearly other businesses succeeding in it, then there's opportunity. SMMA might be more popular now than it was freaking 20 years ago, but that's different. There was barely even social media 20 years ago. So having SMMA right now versus having it in like 20 years from now, I feel like it's going to be the same exact thing. Like level of entry is going to be about the same. Maybe it'll be a little bit harder because of AI, but there's still tens of millions of businesses in the United States alone. So I think it's like 30 million or something. So if you're going into SMMA, you have 30 million leads waiting for you to call. So you better stop wasting your time and go make some phone calls before other people swipe in and do it instead and take the opportunity. Me personally though, there's so many different business models that I'm legitimately interested in. This is why it's kind of hard for me to, you know, pick one right now. Like there's so many different ones. A lot of people are like, oh, I want to do info. I want to do specifically this niche and this or whatever. Me, it's so hard for me because I'm interested in info products. I'm interested in franchising companies. I'm interested in service-based businesses. I would say the first two probably more so, like the info and franchising space. I'd say that's probably more my speed. I feel like those have higher scalability. Well, I guess actually if the service product is like an online thing, then it could be like really scalable, but something like, I don't know, freaking lawn care, I don't know, a lawn care business. You have to have way more capital to enter. Obviously you have to buy the equipment for that. And you have to find people that are willing to do the actual like labor, the hard labor, instead of somebody to just get on a computer and do exactly what you tell them to do. I don't know, I feel like the info space is definitely way more scalable. And then the franchising space, I feel like is a little more scalable because once you hire everybody, like say you franchise a Starbucks, that's like a big scale franchise, but I'm just using that as an example because everybody knows what Starbucks is. If you franchise a Starbucks or anything like that, once you hire a good group of employees and managers, then you're good to just step out and just basically be an angel investor. Then from the profit you get from that, you reinvest into another location or real estate or whatever it is that's building your asset column. So franchising is also definitely interesting to me. I have a couple of friends that own franchises of businesses. And don't get me wrong, the first like half year, maybe even more, maybe less, I don't know, give or take like half a year, I heard is a grind, especially with your first location and like hiring everybody and figuring out the best processes to go about things. It's definitely a grind, but the moment that you figure all those steps out and you're able to but not be as much involved and you kind of just do payroll, pay for rent, run the back end of the business, I feel like that's what would really interest me. Number 4, how am I supposed to find a goddamn wife? Okay, I don't think about this one all the time just because in my personal opinion of things, I feel like the right people just come. Like you shouldn't be looking for a partner. But back to the discussion of me not having a crystal ball and knowing exactly what my future is. This is on my mind just a little bit too. I bet a lot of you guys can relate, guys and girls. I hope it's not just me. Number 5, this is kind of like a big picture recap of literally everything, kind of the base of everything. What do I have to do to feel the most fulfilled in my life? Like literally, that's pretty much what everything comes down to. Notice how I said what's gonna make me feel the most fulfilled, not what's gonna make me feel the happiest. Happiness comes and goes, like literally no matter what. So as long as I can be fulfilled and proud of myself and knowing that I didn't really waste potential that I had, I feel like I'll be fulfilled. So fulfilled, also another word that I would describe that could work in that sentence is peaceful. What's gonna make me the most peaceful? Right now I might be stressed out all the time because I'm trying to figure out a lot, but at the same time I'm at peace because I know that I'm doing what I can. You know what would make me not at peace? Sitting on that couch right there, not doing shit and waiting for handouts for people to make my life better for me. Like, I don't know, that would make me stressed out. I just finished this book today. It's called Rich Dad, Poor Dad. It's literally been a bestseller for like 25 years now. Just finished it up. I read it in like a week. But this book is a banger. I highly recommend. It makes you want to go get some motion, let me tell you. Banger, recommend, but I think I'm gonna end the podcast here. I don't really have much else to talk about. Tomorrow morning, I'm filming the vlog that you guys saw this past Monday. So I wanna make sure that I go to sleep on time so I'm not dying all day while I film that. Right now it is almost 7 p.m. which means I got about 2 hours until I gotta go to sleep. Wake up tomorrow at 5 and start it all over again. Let's go. I spent some rest on these dimes. I spent some rest on these dimes. I spent some rest on these dimes.